Hello out there in the realms of the living. This is Thrones of Game, the podcast where we watch Game of Thrones backwards. If you've never heard the show before, well, let me explain for you there, friend. My name is BT Calloway. I've already seen the whole series. Joining me is Elliot Jay O'Neill, who is only watching the show for the first time backwards. Elliot, how you doing, buddy?
I'm a bit better this episode.
I had a feeling you'd be a bit better this episode. A lot of stuff happens on this one. We just watched Season 6, Episode 2, entitled Home. Elliot, what just happened?
A lot just happened.
Hey.
This has been a change of pace from the last few weeks.
You saw some characters you've never seen before, which in this process means they die.
Yep. I'm like, hello, new friend. You're going to die. Oh, there's another person.
Never seen you before. Bye.
Oh, someone just had a baby. Oh, God.
Yeah. Man, just so for everyone else out there who maybe doesn't quite remember this one, this is
The title is a bit vague.
Title is a bit vague, but unlike last episode, it did actually come home at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one where basically Jon gets resurrected, Roose Bolton bites it, man, bunch of stuff. What else happens here? The wildlings take Castle Black, bunch of stuff. But, before we get into that fully, Elliot, what was your MVP? Your most valuable part?
Oh, my goodness. I honestly think that Mother really drove that scene and just the impending doom of it all. I thought there was some very good acting on her part there.
Lady Walder, I think they said it was.
Bolton?
Or maybe it's Bolton. I didn't hear it. That makes way more sense. So, yeah, Lady Bolton.
So she's, even though Randy, what's his name again? Ramsay. I don't know why I call him Randy.
Fuck it, Ramby.
Yeah. So that's definitely not his mother, even though he called her mother.
Okay, yeah, much like how Jon Snow's a bastard, and that's why his last name is Snow and not Stark.
Yeah.
Only until maybe a couple episodes previous to this, it was actually Ramsay Snow, and he only, his father was like, no, I'm going to make you a full son, and you're going to be Ramsay Bolton now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, henceforth, the murder of his newly born brother, who would have better claim to any kind of title, because he's, fully born and not a bastard.
Yeah. Oh, and, yeah, whatever that actor was, just really leaning into being a fucking hardcore bad person.
Oh, man, Ramsay, he's amazing. I don't know, I got to find out his name, because he kills it, absolutely. There's a bit where, He's just shanked his father and then turns to the maester and is all like, tell everyone Roose Bolton is dead, poisoned by our enemies. And it's like, He's like, yeah, cool. And then, and fetch Lady Bolton and my little brother. And he's like, oh, but she's resting. And he just gives him this look. And it's all just, oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit, yep, you'd be crapping yourself after that.
He's Ewan Rion? He looks like a very charming person in that Wikipedia photo.
That's a real nice smile. I want to get a beer with that dude.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff. He seems to be bit parts in mostly things until Game of Thrones fucking boosts his cred.
Mm-hmm. I imagine if he's not getting cast anymore, it's because people are scared of him.
Yeah. Oh my God! In a show called Urban Myths, he played Adolf Hitler.
You know what? I want to see it because I assume he did a great job.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that whole scene is just so tense and creepy and all that, man.
Yeah. He stabbed his father right after his father just said, always been my firstborn. That was nice.
Yeah, but it's all subtextual, which unfortunately you wouldn't have quite grabbed given you didn't know his lineage or whatever. But yeah, he's just like, you'll always be my firstborn, as if saying, oh, don't worry, I'm definitely going to leave the title to you. And he's like, you say that, but stab?
Yeah.
This is how he makes sure. Although I like the guy who they've been having the meeting with in the background who's just like, I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
I expected it apparently because I'm not shocked in the slightest.
No, and I don't think I've met this person.
I mean, he's a bit character, so
yeah.
He's might be dead, might be alive, I don't know.
Just stands in the background, B's blurry.
Yeah, says things, He's all like, oh, he's your lord now, man.
Yeah.
That's basically his whole deal. Man, yeah, that was a great bit. And then he, bumps into not his mother, but his stepmother, I guess. And then she's all, oh, what's going on? But I have to be nice to you, even though you clearly creep me out. And then leads her into this dog kennel and
Yeah, the second I saw that cage, I went, oh, fuck.
So that's a familiar cage.
Yeah. So I remember back in that episode where I saw him, bite the dust dog, but the dogs bit his dust.
Yep.
that I was complaining that we didn't really see that on screen, and I really would have liked a more visceral thing, especially because he's been built up as such a bad guy. Maybe it was a throwback to this scene where it all happened off screen, and I didn't want to see a fucking second of that. I didn't even really want to see the things that I saw, but god damn, it was powerful.
I know, very well implied, and just Foley on this was gross but fantastic, because, yeah, you can imagine it, and that's enough.
Yeah.
And even little things like, you know, the actor that's playing the mother just cradling the child and hunching over, and it's like the last desperate attempt. It's really good. And I do really like when he's all like, my father is dead, I'm Lord Bolton, and she figures out what's going on. He's like, look, we'll leave, we'll never come back. And he's like, no.
Much like in the way, stab? Just dogs?
Yeah, pretty much. Dogs play a big part in this episode. There's them, and then there's a lot of focus on Ghost, which is John's direwolf, who's floofy, and I want to pet him.
Yeah, despite the like red eyes, which, you know, are horrifying, be it direwolf or mountain, do want to give him a pat.
Yeah.
So what about you? What's your MVP?
Man, I'm going to have this a battle of the sad boys. Because we get, you know, I kind of didn't appreciate how well portrayed Tommen is, because he's not meant to be a big imposing character, but the guy playing him plays not big imposing incredibly well. There's this whole bit where he's visiting Cecil Lannister after like not letting her out of the Red Keep, and he's like, I wasn't keeping you from your daughter's funeral. I was worried you're going to get locked up again. I feel like I failed you because I let you get taken in the first place and I let you get paraded naked through the streets and all. It's like, yeah, no, fair. And he plays that really, really well. And he's just standing there kind of holding his hands together like, no, hi, Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really very much a timid boy in front of his very dominating mother. So, yeah. I you know, someone in a story, in a show with a lot of big, bold characters, to be the underplayed timid character and doing it quite well, yeah, good for that guy. Hope he's getting work.
Well, yeah, I felt that as well in the scene with him and Jamie, like, because especially with this watch for me, because I don't have a lot of context for the conversation, so I think I've been maybe a little bit harsh on the episodes going the whole time, because so many of them has been so conversation based.
Well, I was going to say, if you were on this one, I was going to say maybe there's a reason people watch this in forward order.
But no, I mean, so I have to try and look past that and get the performances. But no, the kid really shined, especially acting against Jamie, who, of course, acts the shit out of anything, especially Cersei, who... I thought it was a really good back and forth in the funeral scene as well.
Yeah, I mean, he plays a really good, just young guy who is in way over his head. Yeah. And so he's my first sad boy. My second sad boy is Theon, because we have Theon and Sansa and Podrick and Brienne on the lam.
Yeah, so that's the funny thing as well, going backwards. Here's a grouping that I never thought imagined would happen. Because all Theon stuff is so much to do with his sister and Euron and all that.
Yara and Euron and...
Yara, that's it.
Yeah, it took me a while as well. But yeah, they very much separate, and he comes back at the end and dies heroically, yada yada. But yeah, it's I kind of forgot that as well. And very well played by that dude who just is so, what's the word, ashamed of what he's done, looking for redemption. She says, oh, you know, you can go to Castle Black and they'll take you in, and when you sign up with them, all your sins are forgiven. He's like, I don't want to be forgiven. I want to like make it right, or, you know, face my punishment for it. And it's really well done. He's desperate and tired and scared, and it all lands. Oh
yeah, dude, like, he must be exhausted, the amount of trauma he has had to act.
Oh yeah, he's had so much trauma you don't even know. And then he also gives us the episode title where she's like, well, where are you going? He's like, home.
Yeah. To which I shouted out in the middle of our watch, roll credits.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, he's my second sad boy. And then my third contender is a sad girl with, Melisandre. Not Melisandre? Melisandre.
Milhouse.
Yeah, Milhouse Van Fire lady, who like is clearly having a crisis of faith, and she's like, I never had any abilities to begin with, and I totally suck. And Sir Davos is like, why don't you come try and resurrect John anyway?
All right. I hated this scene.
Yeah.
And I got to ask, as someone who watched the show properly.
Well, properly is...
Did this feel like a cop-out?
I mean, it was pretty obvious. I think everyone knew Jon was going to come back, because, I mean, even crack.com had a great video called, is Jon Snow alive, or is Jon Snow alive as fuck? Pretty good. But, and even, like, little things, like, apparently in the trailer for this season, they accidentally let slip a shot of him in the background riding a horse. It's like, well, we know.
Oh, right. Oh, so does he die in episode 1 of season 6 or episode 10 of 5?
I think it's 10 of 5, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, she's just lost all her faith, and what does she have left now, basically? She just gives it all big crack, and, man, I'm just looking at my notes here. We get a little overview of all the gods, so, Sir Davos is like 7 gods, drowned gods, tree gods, light gods, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man, he's such a good actor.
I know, that guy's awesome.
Fuck him then. Fuck all of them. Yeah. Oh. If there's a guy that can deliver the word fuck, it's that guy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, let's see.
But yeah, this scene to me was just so silly.
Yeah, I was just writing jokes the entire time. Like, she's wiping down all these blood stains. Like, no, you've got to dab it. You're just spreading it around.
Clean the wounds. Why didn't we think of this?
So simple. What? No, you're meant to put the blood back in. That's how medicine works. Yeah, and then she gives him a haircut. It's like, I mean, you really want to come back with this style? Oh my gosh. If he comes back, he's just going to die all over again.
Yeah. Shave and a haircut. Resurrection.
Yeah, and then she says a bunch of stuff in what I think is High Valyrian. It's just all like, and then it goes, please?
Yeah.
Oh, be nice. Come on. Make Jon alive. Wake up. God.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I was writing jokes in this bit, and I'm like, no. The magic words are going to be with a cherry on top. And then, bang, Jon Snow alive.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? He just walked around, the Lord of Light was just, oh, okay. Go get your friend. But gosh. No, I think my MVP is going to land on Tommen. I don't think we give him enough credit, and he's quite good. Even though we did get a pretty good back and forth with Tyrion and, Varys and Miss Sunday and Grey Worm.
Yeah, this scene again, I was like, all right, during season 6, they've just had this same scene basically about 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
to be fair, it's always pretty entertaining, or at least I find it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tyrion definitely carries it, who I'm now going to call Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that brings me to my meme segment, which is I drink and I know things. You can get T-shirts with that.
Oh, that did permeate the popular culture. I did like that quote.
I also like his follow-up of like, well, obviously we know dragons are intelligent. They have fury for their enemies and, protect their friends, and I'm their friend. Like, do they know that? Well, they're going to know. Yeah.
And I was thinking in this moment, he's that drunk friend that's like, no, I want to go fucking see the lions.
I'll be we're friends, bro. I'll be like, yo. And they'll be like, oh my God, it's you. But let me find the dragons. Yeah.
Yeah, but I dispute the claim that dragons are intelligent if all that was holding them in those neck chains was a fucking pin.
With a single pin, they didn't think to, try and wiggle it out, or at least have, a clasp or a padlock or something. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, I like the proposal that, dragons are actually much more intelligent than people give them credit for, but...
Great setup. And, they don't do well in captivity. They're refusing food because they're chained up. Great.
Yeah.
But the idea that all you had to do was pull out a pin is fucking ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even the most intelligent of us sometimes just go, die. Like preparing for this podcast, you asked me to turn on the headphones and the other thing, and I turned off the computer.
Well, it's very confusing.
Yes, how difficult to confuse the black and white cables.
Yeah, the mixer and the headphones are on the black ones, and the computer's the only white one.
Yep, and I just went, derp, click. No Apple products are ever white, babe.
Yeah. Did you try pulling the pin out?
Oh my God. It was a pin.
Yeah.
We were trying to solve this Rubik's Cube puzzle, and we overthought it. It's that simple. We were just like, roar, I'm stuck. I guess this is a complicated lock.
Yeah.
And, simple solutions, man. Anyway, let's fly away and eat things.
Yep. But I mean, I really liked the animation of the dragons in this one. I've sort of been a bit mixed on that. Watching this show, it really does for me fluctuate between looking awesome and terrible, but I think this is one of those instances where a low light animation really does it a million favors.
Yeah, I really like how the eyes light up first, you get a bit of teeth, and then the kind of a pilot light in the back of the throat.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, dragons in the dark looked good.
Yeah. So no, I thought that scene looked great. It was, the lighting was awesome, and, despite the whole pin thing, the tension was really cool.
There you have. All right, well, let's move on to our next question. Nudity? Let's move on to our next question.
No, there was.
There was? When was there nudity?
The stand-up comedian who was taking a piss in the alley. It wasn't, you didn't see the cock and the pissing out, which, if you'll remember, many
we saw
episodes,
on The Hound.
Yeah, so we saw a shadowy cock with piss coming out of it. So I kind of count that.
Okay, yep, fair enough. We'll count that, because I was going to include that in Cock Talk. Zip. Where he's all like, Cersei Lannister was being paraded nude through the streets and I flopped it out because I'm gifted down south, hoy hoy.
Yeah.
And I hear Jamie Lannister's half an inch short of a half inch, wink wink. And he's like, he didn't. And then, he's just taking a piss and the mountain rocks up and just smushes his head. And I do like, again, props to the effects department because there's a bit of chunky gore dripping off that wall at the end.
Yeah.
So that looks messy.
No, that was really great. Brutal, simple, effective. And again, I think a low light shadowing of the back alley, again, did it favors.
Yep.
You know, you only saw as much as you needed to give you the idea.
Yep, you know what happens.
Yeah.
Just makes you wonder the backstory of this. He'd been in that one pub telling the story like night after night after night, and finally got around to Cersei, and she's like, well, go kill that guy, obviously.
Yeah. No, it's this open mic comedian that she just wants wiped out.
And what's the deal with queens parading nude through the streets? I just flopped my dick out and she was all like, nom, nom, nom. I don't know.
Stand-up comedy has come a long way since the days of Westeros.
Well, now we have airplanes to rip on and they're really hard to get in packaged food.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's the deal with dragon peanuts?
If they're peanuts, they're not dragging anything. That was terrible, but I regret nothing.
It's all staying in. But yeah, I guess that leads to violence then?
That leads to our other question, violence.
Yeah, so besides Splatty McOpen Mike, dude.
Yep.
What else did Arya's little thing. Or a girl.
Yeah, I call this the Bobcat battle. Yes, once again, Bobcat girl just comes up and smacks her in the face with a stick.
Yep.
And I'm going to give a quiet MVP to the fly on Arya's arm during this scene.
Oh, I didn't notice this.
It's one of these it just helps make her look a little bit extra, filthy and desperate to have like a fly crawling on her.
Yeah.
Which I only noticed in this. I was like, well done, fly. I wonder if you're digital or real. I assume you're real and a genuine actor. I hope you're on the Screen Actors Guild.
I wonder if they told her about that as well. Because, those contacts she would have been wearing look very cloudy.
Yeah, or if they were just like, there's a fly in your arm, use it.
Yeah. Just rub a bunch of shit on you. Oh, look, a fly. Yep,
perfect. Oh my gosh, you look fantastic.
Yeah, I guess this scene really didn't do a whole lot, but it was cool.
Yeah. And, Assassin's Creed dude rocks up and he's all like, if a girl tells me her name, I will let her sleep under a roof and give her food and give her her eyes back. And she's all like, girl has no name. You jerk.
Really?
Right.
A man has tickets to see the open mic competition tonight. Oh, he's not on anymore? Oh, okay. Never mind. A man doesn't have that, but I still have a roof and food.
But a man has a pony. Nice pony called Sugarbell.
A girl has no name. Damn it.
A man has tickets to One Direction or whatever that K-pop band that's really big at the moment that I don't know the name of.
BTS?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I keep assuming that must be like an electronics brand or something. So I never associate it with a pop group.
It might be the same, one and the same electronics brand slash boy band.
I think I'm thinking of DTS for the electronics brand.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
I had one more note of violence.
Yep.
That's mighty fucked up. Yeah, so the dogs.
And I was going to say when they retake Castle Black and one guy shoots the giant with an arrow and he's like, how about you get smushed on a wall?
Yeah.
A lot of smushing on walls in this one.
Yeah, a lot of small, effective, violent scenes. And yeah, Giant fucking was great. What did I call him? Smoochie or whatever that big Muppet is called?
Oh, Snuffy?
No.
Snuffleupagus?
Cuddles? I'll remember it tonight. Oh, and Euron chucking his brother over the bridge.
Yeah, man, Euron is such a wanker straight off the bat. Like, I can't remember. I assume we must have seen him before this. But, yeah, he just kind of does a dramatic, his hood's over his head, and the other guy's like, get out of my way. And he's like, you're in my way, brother.
Yeah.
Does a big reveal, and they have back and forth. And it's like, you insult the god. I am God. There's a storm. What kind of man loses his mind in a storm? I am the storm. It's like, shut up, Euron. You can't be everything.
Yeah, I thought this was like way too much build up for like not a lot of battle. I actually really would have liked to see a little bit more back and forth, even if it was just trading 3 blows. It was just kind of like building. Hey! Which, you know, the guy looked old and decrepit, but, you know, yeah.
No, just your mate reminds me of that kid when you would like play in school and be like, I have everything proof armor.
Yeah.
Like I am the god and I am the storm and I am the ocean and you just can't hurt me. Be like, hey, how about you? Fuck off.
Yep.
Well, see, my other big note on this one is how many segments I got to rhyme. So, we start off with All Bran and Tree Man.
Yep.
Which I think would be a fun buddy cop movie. If HBO was looking for spin-offs, especially ones that rhyme, I got that. We already talked...
Well, I actually noticed in this scene because he saw his dad, Ned, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, there's my uncle.
Benjen.
So does that make him Spider Bran?
Ooh. I like it.
I was very proud of that one.
You should be.
And I also noticed Hodor's real name is Willis.
Yep.
The person who no one can understand what he's talking about, his name is Willis. This feels like they did that on purpose.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's so, like...
Didn't even think about that. This is the benefit of going backwards, man. We pick up new things.
Yeah.
I do like how, you know, All Bran's entire training is, I'm going to go back in time and show you things, and then we're going to leave when you ask questions.
Yeah.
How is this training?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to help. Anytime he like gets close to learning crucial information, he's like, now it's time to go.
But no. Yeah. Also, we found out the wildling girl's name is Mirren, so I've called her Mirren of Helen.
Ah, I get it.
Yes, not great, but I did it.
Which wildling girl?
You know, she's sitting outside, and he goes out, and it's like, it's not safe to stay outside. She's like, it's not safe anywhere.
Oh, right.
You know, she's dragging him around, and later on, she leaves, and yeah, it's all a bit sad. Yeah, she's been around for a few episodes. I've never remembered her name, like many characters.
Yeah, well, it's not memorable like the dragons.
Yeah.
All she did was do some dragon.
Ooh. Yeah.
I am on the opposite of fire right now.
I wouldn't say you're opposite. It's just a different kind of fire. And yeah, the creepy child of the forest is there, just being all weird looking.
Yeah.
But it didn't really do much. So then we had a standoff with Davos when they've all locked up Jon Snow's body and all the other guys are trying to break in. There's not much there. I just mildly rhymed. Giant smash, taken back, Castle Black. So yeah, back in black.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still really liked that scene. It's just your classic, you know, why did you take on the biggest one and just...
You freaking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is pretty much the same scene with the mountain and this giant that just, grabs him by the leg and smoosh.
That's how you know you're powerful. Just smush people against the wall, one hit kill.
Yeah.
Then I had Brienne on the lamb. And I think that's all my rhymes.
Good game of rhymes.
All could be fantastic buddy cop movies. So, you know, yeah.
Coming this summer, Brienne on the lamb.
Yeah, running around the forest with Sansa and Podrick, and Theon pisses off back home, and I don't know, stuff. Like, I'm not being paid yet, so I'll figure it out later.
He sit down pisses back home.
You got any other notes?
The eye rocks were comically weird.
Yeah, I think we both had the same. When I can't remember the girl's name, but the dead child, and she's lying there and got these weird painted rocks on her eyes.
It's just, they'd only be funnier if they were cross-eyed. Like, they are a step below that. They shouldn't be that funny.
I know, it's like adding googly eyes at a funeral.
Yeah, like, I know they don't have, like, printed pennies back then, but surely a couple of gold coins. And
yeah. And I like the High Sparrows then, like, do you know why we put the stones on? I'm like, ooh, come on.
Yeah.
And he's like, to remind us not to fear death. It's like, what, by making it as kooky as possible?
Yeah.
Like, look how googly her eyes are. Death isn't scary. It's fine.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of a skeleton if it's got googly eyes.
It's true.
So what's his name anyway? Just High Sparrow?
Yeah, just High Sparrow. He might have an actual name, but...
Is he a maester?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Although I did notice what I'm assuming is like the maester, because, you know, after the Ironborn king dies and they send him off, and they're all like, what is dead may never die. It's like, no, he's clearly just dead. But all right, I guess that's your thing. And then Yara's like, oh, I'm going to take the throne, talking to this guy. He's like, no, we're going to have, I don't know, a vote thing. I don't know how it works. But he's like, their version of a maester, I assume, and he's all just covered in rags and just has like a seashell necklace. It's like, is this like a bro dude, or is he just a salty boy?
I'm looking for like a Raggedy Andy pun somewhere. But Raggedy Sparrow doesn't really kind of flow in the same way.
No.
So
But yeah, the High Sparrow, I don't know if he has a name, if it ever comes up, he's just the High Sparrow.
Yeah.
He's just that dude who looks like a poor Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other notes?
Yeah, I gotta say, because watching this backwards, scenes aren't built up the same way.
Yep.
However, this atonement of Cersei's, they're really hyping it up for me.
Yeah, a lot of people have been like, remember that time when that happened? Oh, that was such a bad thing. It's like, this is a lot more build-up than I expected in a reverse watch.
And everyone's giving it, little details and saying how horrible it was. And saw many evil things. And, so I'm getting excited for the atonement.
Let's see if it actually plays out the way it did. Did she give that guy a look when he flopped his dick out?
Did he flop a dick out?
Yeah, we'll find that out
on a future episode of Cock Talk.
Future episode in the past.
I did actually have some rhyming as well, because I noticed Theon was talking about some various people, and I noticed he said something about someone named Roderick, and I'm like, so there's Roderick, and then over there lighting a fire is Podrick, and then there's also Dickon and Rickon. Were they really fucking running out of names at some point?
I mean, we got rhymes in the real world.
Yeah.
Ken and Ben.
Yeah, that's true. But...
Elliot and Smelliot.
Shout out to all my Smelliot bros out there.
It's a girl's name, dude. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I noticed in this scene as well, and I think I might have pointed this out before, but it bears repeating. Jean Grey is just in every Grey scene. I don't think she's been lit any other way besides snow and fucking cloud.
She's always in the north.
Yeah, but... she's Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And it's always
she wasn't
Grey.
yet.
And then she was hanging out with Greyjoy. The X-Men producers were just like, hey, there's someone who's Grey.
Well, if they reboot 50 Shades of Grey.
Hey.
Don't put her in it. That would kill her career.
Yeah. And also, don't reboot 50 Shades of Grey.
It made so much goddamn money. I looked up the numbers the other day. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, of course it did. Stupid housewives.
Man, I'm just curious. We need to dissect why was this thing the biggest thing ever?
It makes literally no sense.
It's like the author is the 7th highest selling author of all time with 3 books. Has the highest sales to the lowest book produced of anyone. It's ridiculous. I looked up.
It started out. It was Twilight fan fiction, and she changed the names.
Yeah. Weird world. I'm bewildered. But yeah, to replicate that success,
Yeah. It's just let's try and do it.
Yeah, let's throw more weird BDSM stuff in here, which we don't even have to do a lot of it because some of it's already there. All right, well, man, I think I'm out of notes. Actually, I'm just going through here.
Yeah.
So I did have one with the High Sparrow just while we're talking on him. That when he's Jaime Lannister's all threatening him subtly. It's like, well, I would do this, and then he's like, oh yeah, cool, you can kill me, that's fine. But then all his militia rock in. He's like, oh, I have a militia though.
Yeah. Very daring scene as well. They wouldn't be able to get here fast enough for you to stab me. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Anyway.
I don't know. I kind of forgot why we're here. Those rocks look stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that puts me out of notes.
Yeah, me too. Well, if you're out of notes and I'm out of notes, then we must ask the question, how do we get here?
Okay, how do we get here? Look, I got to say, this is still feeling like a wheel-spinning episode, but it's just a lot more powerful, impactful scenes happen in this one.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like we're going to get, the pre-planning. I feel like we're going to get... because we got the season opener next as well.
Yeah.
Our season finale. So I feel like there's going to be some big fucking events. Maybe the thing where Jon gets stabbed. And, all right, we got to see how Euron and... not Euron, what's his fucking name? Theon and Bran and Jean Grey all meet up. Yep. See all that play out. And a bit more with, Bran and Tree Man.
Yep. Yeah. Bran and the Tree Man.
So, yeah, I think we're going to actually see some good setup for these scenes. I think episode 1's going to be good.
Yeah. I'm very serious about creating the spin-off series Bran and the Tree Man as a buddy cop thing. Where he's like, I'm the Three-Eyed Raven. No, I'm the Three-Eyed Raven. Hey. They finger guns at each other. Title. Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Together, they are 6. Yeah. Eyed Raven.
We got so many eyes, but no time for crime. I don't know. Again, just call me. Yeah, no, already knowing what happens next episode, I'm going to assume it's going to be something I know doesn't happen, and it's going to be entirely focused on painting that stupid rock.
Oh, yep.
It'll be like, why are we doing this? This is dumb. It's a tradition, but traditions are dumb.
But I can't draw eyes. Neither can I. Just fucking do a cartoon.
Look, it's basically a bullseye. Can you draw that? No. We are shit at this.
We haven't invented compasses yet.
All of mine are cross-eyed. We'll turn it around and it won't be cross-eyed. But then it's like opposite cross, Y-eyed. And then, yeah, that's what I like to imagine will happen.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to see the Atonement in the next episode, but maybe the other one.
No.
Oh, another prediction. I think because it's going to be our season finale, we're going to have some Game of Thrones flavored whiskey.
Was that because you saw the bottles of Game of Thrones flavored whiskey on the counter?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to reverse engineer hype for the audience.
Yeah, hey.
Who might get excited for us drinking.
I mean, they should.
Yeah.
We've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because I bought them today and I checked out like the pricing and stuff, and there was like a thing that says limit 12 per customer. I'm like, you were really thinking this was going to be a big deal, didn't you?
People were going to stockpile fucking Game of Thrones Johnny Walker.
I mean, I don't know, man, but it's not moving anything. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's bought it from my store. So,
because you had the other one as well, the White Walker one.
Yeah, White Walker is kind of gone, but that's more of an age thing rather than a demand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to think that Johnny Walker signed this deal with HBO, assuming like season 8 was going to be huge and everyone was going to be buying it, and then it tanked, and they're like, God damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, the 2 bottles, the Whiskey of Fire and Whiskey of Ice, are just going to be the White Walker one repackaged.
Probably. Anyway, we'll find that out next time on Thrones a Game. Until then, and now our watch has ended. That sentence wasn't grammatically good. Neither was that one. Fuck.
And I didn't get to say my ending catchphrase either.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye! I swear the mice have been chewing on this. Unless the foam's just deteriorating.
I mean,
chewing on fucking everything else in this house.
Yeah, you see the towel in front of my door because they were hacking at that last night.
They were at your door again?
Yeah.
The fuck do they want in your room?
I don't know.
I'm the one who keeps leaving food and shit in my room.
My only guess is maybe the wood was already a little bit exposed and they're like cleaning their nails or teeth or something on it. I have no idea. But yeah, 4 a.m. it's just... I'm like, that's annoying.
What the fuck?
Yeah, weird. Maybe that, it's very horror movie-esque as well.
Yeah.
Like you hear a scratching at your door, you assume it's mice, you get up and walk slowly towards it. I kept expecting to open it and see like, I don't know, Japanese ring girls or something.
Yeah, chewing at your door.
Just, I don't know. It's like, well, if this is how I die, at least it's on brand.
Yeah. He was thwarted by a tiny, tiny mouse.
I know. He heard a sound and was like, what's that? Better go investigate, despite the numerous horror movies he's watched. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Do I start this again? There we go. Hello out there in the realms of the living... Fuck!